Well, I built the motor, got it all working again. Let's see, this is where you wind it over here. 2 big springs in there. It's leaking some gear oil. Anyways, so all the power comes from this wheel here. Goes over here to here. Then spins the spindle right here, which actually turns the shaft over here for the record. Now, the speed is governed by this little thingy here. And if we slow it down, I can stop it with my finger. See the little weights there? Hopefully, watch, when I let go, you'll see those weights will move out. You can barely see it. So what happens is, this little thing right here, that little sucker there, you can see it's a little brush right there. Not focusing. Yeah. Don't know why I can't get it to focus. Can't go that close probably. Anyway, so that little brush there rubs on this bell and slows the motor down. Keeps it, it's a feedback loop that keeps it at a constant speed. So watch when I let go how that rises up. You can see that, but it's now rubbing against the bell. So this control arm here is the speed control. You can see this little screw here goes up and down, and that's the long lever that controls how much distance this allows it to move. Anyways, so that's how this puppy works. And the spring is very well loaded. We can crank it up some more if I move it over here. It's a pretty heavy thing. So let's hold the camera here. So this crank here, it's a nice wooden handle. That turns these little gears here. There's also a little paw catch there that keeps it from going backwards, because there's quite a bit of force in here. And you see that winds. There's 2 springs in here, one on this side, one on that side. So once this spring is tight, then by twisting the can, it twists the spring on that side as well. So it's a 2-spring model, actually called the Model R motor. And look, my gear oil is leaking out. So I filled it with gear oil rather than a bunch of really thick grease. It's still very viscous. I think it'll be just fine. You know, it's constantly turning, so it's distributing the oil. And that's the first thing I really wanted to do, is get that thing all greased up inside. Because the spring I reused, I cleaned it up, scraped off all the old grease, which was like solid, I don't know what it turned into, but it was like concrete, and washed and scraped the spring until it was thoroughly clean. Then I lubricated it with a little bit of WD-40, keep it from rusting when I put it in. And then once I had it all assembled, shoved in the can, I filled each side with gear oil and let that soak into the spring on either side. And then I put the can together. So, it's pretty good. It's amazing how much force it has. If you try to stop these here, I can't stop that. My hand. That's how much force is on this wheel right here, due to the spring inside these cans here. So you can see that gear over here. So inside here, this gear attaches to the inside of the spring. just like this gear over here does too. This gear here. Anyways, pretty amazing system for being sold. This came from a Brunswick Model 200, by the way.